Introducing Passport Bros, your ultimate travel companion. Download the app for free and embark on a journey where your adventures not only become unforgettable memories, but also opportunities to earn. With Passport Bros, your travel content is more than just photos and videos. It's your ticket to a fully monetizable network of like-minded adventurers. Imagine making money from your travel stories. Post videos, share your experiences, and let the world be a part of your journey. But that's not all. Connect with travelers from around the globe, join co-ed groups, and make lasting friendships, perhaps even with foreign women who share your passion for exploration. And here's the best part. Store your earnings securely in your Passport Bros wallet. No hassle, no worries. Just seamless transactions wherever your travels take you. Looking for the best local experiences? Passport Bros has got you covered. Get personalized recommendations for tour guides, rentals, and the hottest clubs in town. Did we mention the app is absolutely free to download? That's right. Your passport to a world of adventure is just a click away. And here's the cherry on top. With Passport Bros, you can make money while exploring new places. Turn your passion for travel into a source of income, right from your mobile device. So what are you waiting for? Download Passport Bros now, share your journey, connect with fellow explorers, and let the adventure begin.
Download now on the App Store and Google Play.
All right, family, we are live. Welcome to another show. Today, we got a really good show lined up for you. I want to bring on to the show my man, Gooch, GMT Travels, onto the show. We're going to get right into it. What up, Gooch?
What's up, player? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Long time no hear from, brother.
Hey, man, gotta get back to the money, man. You know, gotta pay for these vacations, man.
Right. And we actually met in person back in Colombia, like in 2021, I believe, didn't we?
Colombia and DR, Sasua. I ran into Sasua a long time before that, but we ran into each other in Colombia too.
Okay, excellent, man. But the purpose of the show today is gonna, probably throw some of the guys off, because I know a lot of guys go to, Latin America and even in Thailand. But today we're talking about Kenya.
Yeah, Kenya, man. I love it. What y'all want to know?
And you were telling me about Kenya back in the day. When was the first time you pulled up in Kenya?
I think the first time I pulled up in Kenya, it probably was 2020 or 21. It might have been right after the COVID. Probably like 2021, my first time. Yeah, and I've been coming every year since.
Okay, and congrats to you, man, because you just bought a property out there, right?
Yeah. I bought a property. I got a trusted realtor, and I'm sharing information to whoever wanted. But yeah, man, if I knew what I knew now, I'd have been had a property out here, man. You can buy a property. You don't have to be here. I got a lawyer and a trusted realtor, and you can get decent stuff here for like 50,000, 30,000 too. You just got to put down like 10%. But here you have to pay it off in like 2 to 3 years, but there's no interest though. So you're just paying whatever it is. That's you got to pay that off in 2 to 3 years, and it's yours.
Man, that's interesting, man. You know what? We're gonna wait for a few more people come in the room. We're gonna really get into the crux of that too. Get a few more people in the room. We're gonna really talk about that, because that's big, man. We've been discussing, properties overseas. Guys have properties in Colombia, DR, stuff like that. But this is good, especially the way they're arranging it. This is real good, especially with no interest. That's really rare.
And I really got to trust the people out here too, so I can give you my realtor and my lawyer, and you can buy your property here. You don't have to be here.
Okay. And what led you, before we get into that, what led you to go to Kenya out of all the other African countries?
Because originally my first love in Africa was Ethiopia. That was my original love. I used to go to Dubai a lot, and I knew a lot of Ethiopians out there. So my original love in Africa was Ethiopia. And I went to Ethiopia. It was just too conservative for me. It's cool if you want to go for like the culture and just like one main chick. Ethiopia is cool, but it's too conservative for me. So next time let me try something else. And I heard about Kenya. Let me try Kenya. And I've been coming there I came here one time, and I've been coming there every year since. I'll try different other places in Africa too. I went to South Africa one year, Ivory Coast, Ghana, but I come to Kenya every year since I came here, and I keep coming back every year. Got a girlfriend here, got a property here, so I'm locked in now.
Excellent. I want to catch this comment real quick by Slim Creeper. He says Kenya is way better. The women are beautiful. Polygamy is legal. You can have multiple girlfriends and wives, and they don't care. And you're actually
Legal.
the preference. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. Yep. They love us out here. And if you get married here, if you get divorced, they can't take your property. So it's like, would you marry a chick here?
I heard about that. You did that, right?
The rights are in favor of men out here. So you can have 2 wives, and you can if you get a divorce, it won't hurt you. So like getting married is not really like a big deal. I mean, it's a big deal, but I mean, you don't have to be afraid of like America. It's not like you don't have to be afraid. And Kenyan women are open-minded. Kenyan women are real open-minded. So whatever, as long as you can come with, correct, they're open-minded to whatever lifestyle whatever you're into. Just be honest.
Okay. And you saying Ethiopia is a little more strict and conservative, and the women don't play around with having multiple wives and all that.
Yeah, because Ethiopia was my first love in Africa. So they're beautiful. They drop dead gorgeous. That's why I went there. They drop dead gorgeous. They're beautiful. But if you go to Ethiopia, you get Ethiopian women, you're gonna have to learn her culture. She's not gonna play by your rules. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to learn the Ethiopian way. You have to really learn what's going on over there. Here, on the other hand, you can chicks are more open-minded to what you want to do. So you let her know what's up, you're gonna take care or not, or whatever y'all come up with, and she'll be all in. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing about here, chicks are a little more open-minded. Ethiopia, they're pretty, but if you really wife an Ethiopian chick, you're gonna have to assimilate to her culture.
And they're Muslim and Christian out there, right?
Who?
In Ethiopia, are they Muslim or Christian?
I think it's a lot of Christians. They're like the old school Christians, but they're like hardcore Christians. They got Muslims too, but a lot of them are Christians, but they're almost like Muslims, like, because they're hardcore Christians. Like, they really believe in it, and they're hardcore in their beliefs and stuff. So they're like old school Christians, but they're Christians, but they're like hardcore.
Okay, so you basically saying the women in Ethiopia are more so they're not dating around. They're pretty much getting ready, preparing for marriage. So when you talk to an Ethiopian woman, it's just like more serious. Whereas in Kenya, it's more dating casual.
Yeah. It's like in Ethiopia, you don't see a whole lot of in-between chicks. They either hardcore marriage or super, super pro. Kenya is a lot in between. The middle area is the biggest area in Kenya, in Nairobi. I said Nairobi.
Okay, and you say you've been going there since 2021. Are you seeing like an increase of bros coming out there more now, or still not that many people, not that many bros going out there?
Well, the first time I came here, I probably saw like 1 Black American my first time out here. Last year, it started like picking up a little bit. Austin came to Africa, Czech came to Africa. I seen the influx of dudes start coming last year. But since I got back this year, every weekend dudes are coming in town. People hit me up all the time. I got another dude who lives out here. He just left. Another homeboy just came in town. Somebody else coming in town latest week. So it's like I see it's a big, big difference now. Like, dudes are coming here a lot. So the thing about the thing they like about Nairobi, you can find any lane you want out here. If you want a real girlfriend, you get out here. You want a casual date, you can do that out here. You can do the play, whatever thing, pay for play out here. Whatever you want, it's like whatever you want out here. It's like, so it's something for everybody. And it's a big city, and it's pretty safe. And it's like you feel like in a real city, you can go clubbing. If you just want to party, you can party here. So yeah, it's something for everybody.
Okay, well, what's like the cost of living out there for the most part? Is it expensive, mid-range, cheap?
Well, it depends the area you live in. If you want to live in the Westlands, it's going to be a little higher in the Westlands. But if you go, most people here live in the outskirts. Kilimani is one of the best suburbs out here. So you can get like a decent place from the outskirts, like $400, $500 a month. In the Westlands, it's going to be like $600, $700 a month. Kilimani, they got more deals out there, about like around 500. But it's like, it's whatever you want. Like you can find you if you really living here, you can find a nice place on the outskirts for like 400. Just depends how close you're gonna be to like with the Westlands and Kilimani and what area. So it varies, but it's something for everybody.
Okay. I got a comment here about Willis Boykins. What up, Willis? He said, dudes talking about being a preference are weak. When you are dating, you are not our entire race. You are you. Your game will speak for yourself. All right. Okay. All right. And of course they speak fluent English out there, right? So there's no language barrier at all.
Yeah. When you leave Nairobi, they speak a lot more of their local language, but in Nairobi, they all speak English. Like everybody speaks English in Nairobi, pretty much.
Okay, that's okay. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And you say that now you've been to South Africa too. In your opinion, you say Ethiopia, you say South Africa, you say Kenya. Like, who has in the most Black American eyes, who has like the most beautiful women in those countries? You think out of those countries?
Most beautiful women? Oh, that's a hard one. That's a hard one. I'll say this though. In South Africa, you see more pretty women all the time. That's one of the only place in Africa I would compare to like Latin America, South Africa, because you see pretty women everywhere. Out here in Nairobi, you see them here and there, but you gotta go to the clubs and the nightlife and the lounges. You start seeing them. But like in South Africa, you see them everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And they super thick in South Africa. You see in Nairobi, it's everything you want. You just gotta look for it. But in South Africa, as soon as you land, you see everything. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I would say South Africa, like you're gonna see baddies all the time in South Africa. But they know they bad because it's more Western in South Africa too. That's the thing too though. They bad when they know they bad, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so Kenya is more one of them places that's kind of like what's going on. It's one of them places where it's more like maybe you got to kind of look for what your standard basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
But see the thing about Kenya is more well rounded. It has everything like South Africa. Like, don't get me wrong. When you go to clubs in South Africa, they spending real money. They popping bottles. They going hard. And South Africa is a little bit more dangerous. Like it's just like America. Like when you in Johannesburg, the same rules apply to Atlanta, California. The same rules apply when you in Johannesburg. You got to move smooth. You know. So Kenya is a lot more safe too. So things like that's why Kenya is not just the women why I like it here. It's just all around. My favorite place in Africa. It's all around. It's not just the women.
Okay. MJ says South Africa is like New York and it's feminist heavy. Is the feminist thing going on out there in South Africa? I hope not. Is it going on out there as well?
You don't see it there. You don't see it there, but like it's still not as bad as America, and your money is times 3 out there. Is South Africa, as long as you're not dealing with the bad joints and like the upscale clubs, it's pretty cool. Like you can, it's like being in Atlanta on easy mode, pretty much. So you can still win out there, but when you go to like the real clubs in South Africa, like the real where they popping bottles for real, or you mess with the baddies, like the tens, you gonna feel it. But if you besides that, it's Atlanta on easy mode.
Okay, I got Keep It Gank TV says, do they wear their natural hair out there though?
It goes girl to girl.
Okay.
It goes girl to girl. Some girls wear natural hair. Some girls wear wigs. Some girls wear braids out here. But like I say, Kenyan chicks, they're open minded. So if you get a Kenyan girlfriend, if you paying for it, she'll do her hair however you want. So
okay,
you know. So
okay. So you bought a property. You chose to buy a property. We got to put in the room. We can go ahead and jump on into it now. You chose to buy a property in Kenya. I'm sure you had other options like Colombia, and Rio, and all that. Why Kenya? Why you choose to invest in Kenya?
Because when I got a girlfriend here now,
okay,
and I seen the opportunity and the ease of it. I like Kenya is known for good business. I mean, buying land. Some people get ripped off buying land and stuff, but I saw opportunity. I found a trustworthy realtor. Honestly, if I found a trustworthy realtor and a lawyer in any country, I probably would have bought a property earlier. But I met people who I can trust, and it's something I can afford, and it won't slow my lifestyle down. You know, so the one I got is gonna take me 3 years to pay it off. And I can keep my lifestyle, and I get a property. I'm like, why not? You know what I'm saying? So it's really trusted people, and that's really why. And I see I have a future here too. In Africa, because Africa, like you can really, the thing that really sold me on Kenya than other places. Another thing, I got like real local homeboys out here. Don't get me wrong, like when dudes come in town, I show them around, give information, but like a lot of places you go, you meet locals and they always want something from you. They always begging you and stuff. But now I got local homeboys who invite me to the gatherings, to their house, the private parties, all kind of stuff. So I really feel at home here. I feel like I can live here. And even if I like things about other countries, like small things, I still rather live here. You know what I'm saying? Even like, Rwanda, a smaller country, super baddies there. I would still rather live here than Rwanda. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So it's just I can see myself living here.
Okay. Shout out to Profi Agayu. Hope I pronounced your name wrong. With a $5 super chat, the first super chat of the day. I appreciate that. He says, salute, BMT. Appreciate that, man. Salute to you as well. All right, so you chose to invest in Kenya. Can you kind of give us a walkthrough of the process to a certain degree? Like, do you have
All right. With my realtor, she was hands on. Hit me up. I'll give you her information. But pretty much she had the properties for me, and I was kind of nervous because I began the process when I was in the U.S. So but I already knew the realtor. But she showed me some properties. I do the area, and I was like, I'm on it. And then she sent the paperwork. She faxed it. I was still working, so she faxed me the paperwork over. I signed it, made a deposit. Then I started making my monthly payments. Then you got a lawyer. At a certain point, you need a lawyer for you because somebody has to be your representative or something like that. So you need a lawyer there for you, and your lawyer makes sure everything's right, and just you go from there. A lot of paperwork faxing back and forth. Because I wasn't in Nairobi when I first went through the process, so a lot of paperwork signing, going back and forth and stuff, and make your deposit. And it was pretty easy. And as soon as I came here, she showed me the location where it's at, and man, I can't wait. So for me, it's probably gonna be a rental property because it's in the Westlands. That's one of like the nice areas. So I'll probably live it for a little while, but I'll probably rent it out. By the time it's ready, you know what I'm saying? I'll probably live it for a little while and rent it out. But it's real good. It's pretty much going to be an investment property. But I'm probably going to get my house built for like the family stuff.
Okay. So they have Airbnb and all that. You can put your property on Airbnb, no problem.
Oh, yeah. Yep. They got an Airbnb out here. A lot of them.
Okay. And you mentioning that you have 3 years to pay it off. So you have to pay like monthly payments or quarterly payments, or how does that work?
So you're buying it directly from the developer here. So every developer has different timelines. It's like a 1 year, a 2 year, a 3 year, but the goal is that you pay it off before it's built. So for me, I had to put like 10% down. You put monthly payment, and then I think my last payment is like 5%. But foreigners, they kind of work with you, but their goal is they just want to pay it off in that 2 year, 3 year period. So whatever y'all agree to, they're going to honor it, and they'll work with you as long as it's paid off in the time period. That's what they care about.
Okay, so let's say, for instance, the apartment's $50,000.
Yeah.
10% down. So I would kind of like put $5,000 down, and then I start paying monthly on it as they finish building it.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Okay, so what type of like guarantee would I have? Like, is this state sanctioned, or do I have like, how do I avoid them taking my money and selling the same apartment to somebody else?
Yeah, you have to deal with trusted people, and you need a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? And Kenya's really good on business. It's not like Latin America where they'll take your money and stuff, and you can't do nothing. Like you can get a lawyer here and actually sue them and get your money back.
Okay.
So like I know a few dudes who got properties here, but I know one guy that tried to get a property on the coast, and something happened, but he don't get his money back from that because something happened because it wasn't actually it was the person and not the builder. Something happened, but he'll get his money back. So like they're really like modern here, where like if you have an issue, you can lawyer up, and you can like sue them back, get your money back and stuff. The government will help you. So it's not like this. It's not like how it is in like just Latin America where they just rip you off. You can't do nothing. They're really like modern here, and they follow like a lot of like rules and stuff as far as when you're doing business.
Okay. And so, I mean, that's pretty cool. You can actually finance from the developer, so you don't even have to go. Do you have to have like a Kenyan bank account and all that? Because I know in some countries you got to have a bank account and deposit money to that bank account.
You have to get your I forgot what it's called. It's your PIN. You have to get like a tax PIN. You can get it early, but the developer makes sure you get it before it's complete. You have to get like a tax ID number. That's pretty much what you have to get before it's paid off. You can get it before, but you just have to have your tax ID before it's paid off.
Okay.
And then once you get that tax ID, you can open a bank account. So I've been kind of slacking on that. I'm gonna get it earlier, so I open up my account out here too. So yeah, man. But it's pretty easy. It's pretty like simple.
Okay. Shout out to my man Rich with $10 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. He says, BMT, Thanks for everything you do in the travel space. Passport Bro movement is the biggest movement since civil rights. Any man craving a traditional relationship, only solution is overseas dating. I like that, overseas dating. That's true. Shout out my man, Rich tonight, super chat. Appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
All right. So what all countries you been to, man? So far, real quick, because I want to kind of do some comparisons real quick.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna start Latin. I've been I've been in Dominican Republic. I've been Colombia, Argentina, Venezuela, Chile. I've been to Jamaica. I've been to England. I've been to Belgium, Germany, Ivory Coast, Ghana, Morocco, Uganda, Tanzania, South Africa, the UAE, Bahrain, Singapore, Philippines. Oh man, South Korea, Japan.
Okay.
Australia. You know what I'm saying? Because most of it was working though. You know what I'm saying? The ship pulling, and we did for 2 or 3 days. You know what I'm saying? So it's been too much to count, bro. I've been all over.
Okay, let's talk about
the last 20 years.
I want to give a shout out to my man, Life with Bill. He said this brother is the reason I'm thinking about getting into being a merchant marine. So you want to discuss that?
Hit me up
a little bit.
Yeah, the merchant marine. Honestly, since I've been traveling, I already got 2 people to join the merchant marine since I've been traveling. So pretty much, we transport goods on ships. So like container ships, tankers for fuel, ro-ros for cars, bulk carriers for like coal and stuff and rocks or whatever. And pretty much you can make your own. Like I work with a lot of foreigners because with my job you can live overseas. You just have to work like 4 months out the year, and after that you can do whatever you want afterwards. So I kind of been.
Damn.
So you get a different kind of freedom and you make decent money. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much you can work more and have a high lifestyle. You can work less and have a free lifestyle. You can invest. It's a high turnover rate because most people do for 5 years and they pivot to something else because you have enough time and money to do whatever you want to do. If you really like focus. I've been playing around for a long time, just like being a slacker. So you know what I'm saying I didn't really have nothing I really wanted, but shit, it's really easy. It's easy to move up. You just gotta like put the work in. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But
so real quick, like what? Just take me to a typical day in a merchant marine. Like what do they actually do? Are they like? Is it more like physical labor? Or is it more paperwork? Like what do they actually do?
So it's 3 departments: deck, steward, and engine department. So when you join, you pick one of the departments. If you're in the steward department, you're cooking and cleaning all that stuff. Deck department, you're either on a bridge and on helm, or you're doing deck maintenance. In the engine department, you're working on the engine, making sure the engine is running.
Okay.
So, but then it's different levels. But each department is different levels. In the entry level engine, you're just like wiping things up. Deck, you're just doing maintenance and stuff. And then you move up. You can move up in each department,
Okay, and you guys are all on the ship, so the ship can go anywhere in the world.
Yeah,
and then when you dock, you get like a week or a couple of days to kind of party around, do your thing, or
yeah. This is my last live. I was telling people, a lot of people don't know the red light districts originally were for sailors. Most old cities, the dock is right here, and the red light district is right next to it because they didn't want the sailors to come in town and mess with their women. Because because when you're on a ship, you're stuck on a ship sometime for like three weeks. It's like a truck driver. You're working real hard, so you got to see for 3 weeks. You come anywhere in the world, you ready to tear it up. You got money, you want to act crazy. So a lot of old cities, they get the red light district right there by the port because they didn't want the sailors running around the whole city acting crazy. So they got one controlled area for them to have all their fun and party, do whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But recently I've been on coastwise tankers. I've been making good money, but I really haven't been partying as much. When I first started, I was on all my overseas ships going everywhere. That's why I really started traveling. That's what really got me into traveling. My first place was Bremerhaven, Germany. You know what I'm saying? My first place overseas, yeah, and I had a blast.
So you've been. I'm gonna address this. I'm gonna address you in a minute, Willis. But you've been to all these different countries, and you decided out of all those countries to kind of set up shop in Kenya. What is it about Kenya that kind of just made you make your overall decision? Is it the people? Is it the food, the culture? Is it the cost of living? What was it about Kenya that you said, you know what, I'm going to set my roots in Kenya? I know you said you have a girlfriend, besides the girlfriend.
Yeah, besides that, it's the people. It's the people. Because we can like dudes, me and my friends, we go back and forth, got the baddest chicks, all that stuff. But it's the people and the vibe. Like people genuinely accept you in Kenya. In Ghana, they say they do, but I didn't really feel that in Ghana. Like you know you're not one of them. You know what I'm saying? In Kenya, people
Okay.
they
genuinely. It's not like just a black thing in Africa when you pull up. It's not like, oh, we all black, we kumbaya. It's more like you got to kind of catch your vibe still.
Yeah. But different countries in Africa got completely different vibes. But in Kenya, Kenyan people just generally accept foreigners, like black, white. They just when they rock with you, they rock with you. From dudes to women, like they really rock with you out here. So I kind of felt at home. And places like Latin America, even when I was dealing with women out there, like after I got after you when you're on a short vacation, all having fun is cool, but after that, doing long times, like you just don't. It wasn't no connection, maybe because I couldn't speak the language. Like I had a blast in Medellin. I love Medellin, you know what I'm saying? But you don't. I don't get no connection after the surface layer. You know what I'm saying? Out here, she gonna cook for you. She's funny. She gonna dance for you all night. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole totally different experience. You gonna have to like listen. If you know what I'm saying, you have to make her go home. You know what I'm saying? It's a different experience. Like you really feel like you can get a real girlfriend, you get a GFE. It's a different experience than just having chicks come and leave and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you really, I feel more homely here. I get whatever I feel like I'm in the mood for. I can get it anytime here.
Excellent, man. All right, let me go to the chat. Shout out to Morning Drive and Coffee Break, always showing support, man. Says salute BMT. What up, Morning Drive Coffee Break? We gotta do a show too, man. You got that real dope setup. He says the bank doesn't care about my word, they care about my financials. Which of you really think it's a good idea to be investing in Africa? It seems too risky. Why do you think so many brothers are kind of like they good on Africa? You know, and especially the brothers that haven't been there, because I haven't been there yet, so I'm not gonna speak or nay on it. But why do you think it's so much?
You know what? Honestly,
what's the word? Like, you know
what? I was trying to feel the same thing because for me, when I started traveling, I started traveling everywhere. I went to Europe. I was going to the Middle East. And Middle East got me on Africa, but like I was going to Asia. I started off going everywhere. So I started liking everywhere. And then I used to hear about like Africa through my job because my homeboys used to go there. So I started off going everywhere. But I feel like the new wave, the Passport Bros, they just went to Latin America and they're like, all right, that's it. Like, but it's a whole big world out here. If you got to go everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I love Colombia. I love Medellin. I had some good times in Sua, you know what I'm saying? Flip Flop, that's my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's a lot more places to travel, and just I think with Africa, sometimes dudes just be thinking the wrong negative stuff. But everybody out here eating in Africa, man, this where the future at, and it's a lot of money out here too. You see the Europeans, the Chinese getting to it out here, bro. The Italians, they start families on the coast. German dudes got families out here. Dudes invest. This where the money at. You know what I'm saying? Like my property I bought, the value already went up, and it's still gonna be in 2 years. It's still gonna be ready in 2 years. The value already went up. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know why dudes so afraid of Africa. But Ghana, I know Ghana, a lot of dudes getting ripped off in Ghana. I heard about that. So I still hesitate. But people get ripped off everywhere though. You know, I heard of people getting ripped off in Colombia. Or people get ripped off in DR. You know what I'm saying? So it happens everywhere. So I was just looking for somewhere where I felt like I could trust the people. And I found a good realtor and a good lawyer. And yeah. So I'm good here. But I don't know why. I think it's got the thing about Africa in their mind. But when dudes actually come here, I think it changed their mind. Because I remember I was trying to convince a few people. I don't want to say their names. I was trying to convince a lot of people to come to Africa, and they were like, "Oh, whatever." And when they came here, it turned to their favorite place. So a few dudes. So yeah.
You know, I think some guys still have in their head that the infrastructure is like not there, but you're saying the infrastructure is definitely there. That Nairobi is pretty much a modern city, fast internet.
And it depends where you're going at in Africa, because every country is different. Like Tanzania is nice, but the infrastructure isn't that good in Tanzania. Ghana, infrastructure wasn't that good out there. South Africa, you think you in America. Johannesburg can be Atlanta or Washington, D.C. It's Cape Town and Durban looks like Miami. Not even like exaggerating. It looks like Miami, like seriously. So, but it just depends where you go in Africa too, because like not everywhere in Africa is developed. It's a big continent, like 50 different countries, like Libya is developed. You know what I'm saying? So it depends where you go at too. It's not everywhere. I can't say everywhere in Africa is developed and looks modern and nice, but it just depends where you go at. for me, Kenya is just the most well-rounded place that has everything I like. Because like, but developed-wise, South Africa has it. But this is how my homeboy Travel 20 says, like, when you come with that Western stuff, it's gonna come with more Western stuff, you know, because
Shout
like
out to Travel Tony. Shout out to Travel
yeah,
Tony.
yeah. Hey. You get the Western infrastructure, like South Africa looks Western because it is. You know what I'm saying? You have to deal with a lot more stuff in South Africa too. That's gonna remind you of America, but it's super nice. But to me, Nairobi is just the most well-rounded place. That's why I like it. But everywhere in Africa isn't developed like that. But some places are. It just depends.
Okay. Shout out to my man Big Boss Real Talk with $10 super chat, man. Shout out to you, Big Boss. He said, shout out to BMT and the Passport Bro community. Big Boss represents the Munger division of the PPB Army, or maybe the Navy. I will be in Kenya for my birthday this October to bust it up, Big Boss style. What up, Big Boss, man? We definitely got to connect, man. Definitely got to connect real soon.
I got you.
All right, Joe.
I got you. I'm gonna plug you in, bro.
The infrastructure in Africa generally is horrible. You kind of mentioned that a little bit. You said that it's
generally it's 50 different countries, bro. Okay. Generally, it's 50 different countries that are completely different.
Okay. Shout out to my man JD with the 5 super chat. He says, "Why y'all look like twins, though? Do we?" I think
no, he don't look this good. He don't look this good.
There you go. Now with the merchant marine, because they're saying in the chat that you got to go to school to become a merchant marine.
Well, it's two ways to do it. You can go to the school in Piney Point, Maryland. If you go to the school, they pay for everything for you. But the dude who already got a little bit of money and don't have like time, you can go to different schools and get your TWIC card and get the certificates on your own, and just go to the union hall as C card and catch a ship. People got money and don't got like the time to, because the school you got to take like 2 or 3 months not making money to go to the school, and then they'll pay for everything for you. But dudes who got money, you can pay for stuff on your own and then just go to the union hall and catch a ship. So it just depends. It's 2 ways to do it.
Okay, how long does you take? A couple of months or weeks or?
I say probably everything about 3-4 months. The school, I think the school is short now because I think now they need people. So the school is like 2 months now. The school real short to get in, like 2 months. You're in there, you out, you making money already.
Okay, and I mean, like I don't know, because you're on the app, man. You be showing hella receipts on Africa. I think you show more receipts in Africa than anywhere else. I mean, I see your receipts in Colombia, but like you really be showing having a good time out there. And I believe you be in Kenya most of the time, but you be in Tanzania.
I had a good time in Kenya, Tanzania, Ivory Coast, Ghana, and Uganda was all right, but mostly Tanzania, Kenya, South Africa. I had a blast. Ivory Coast and Ghana. But yeah, man, I feel like when I first was coming here, I was just trying to show a sexy side of Africa. Because I remember probably like 5 years ago, I was the only person in the Facebook groups posting Africa, and people used to troll me. I mentioned Africa, everybody used to troll me, and right. I remember a lot of big YouTubers. I remember trying to convince them to come to Africa, and they were like, I don't know. And I was posting the stuff in their groups too. But now, like, I see it changing because a lot of people, you gotta come here for yourself and see it. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like you get a whole totally different experience. You get like dudes who like being booed up and want to be in a relationship and want to really like have a chick around you, like her cooking for you and all that stuff. It's a totally different experience than just, you know what I'm saying? I don't get me wrong, I still love Medellin, don't get me wrong, but it's a totally different experience. I feel like you got to compare it more to like Asia, because it's more like it's not like that, like it's not like the real pro scene out here. It's more like the semi-pro scene and non-pro. So it's like you don't get it's not the hardcore unless you go to like Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I feel like that's the only area that kind of reminds me a little bit of like the Sasua setup on the weekend. So around Samaki elements, that little script right there. But besides that, everything here is a little bit more indirect, and it's just like, you know what I'm saying, they really hang out with you, spend time with you. It's like it's more, you know what I'm saying, it's like you get a little more, like, you know what I'm saying, you get a different experience. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, and Austin's been kind of going around. He's made a statement that Kenya, I don't know if he meant Africa, but just Kenya in general, it might be the best place for black men, black passport bros. Would you kind of agree, or yay or nay on that?
I would agree. You know what I'm saying? No, me with Austin, when we was out here last time, we was out here last year, we was partying heavy together. And yeah, you're right. Like Austin, he's a YouTuber. What other place in the world that you get treated like a celebrity off YouTube? Like when we went to the club together, girls would approach Austin all night off YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So the love in Kenya is like really, it's one of a kind. When they rock you, they really rock you out here. And even like the audience, they get behind you. When they rock with you, they really rock with you. And you can date a lawyer out here. You can go to the club, meet regular girls. You can do the in-between girls. They got the strip club brothels out here. It's like whatever it's like so much lanes with different people, and they generally rock with you. And the YouTubers, if you get popular in Kenya, they gonna really rock with you. Like the city gonna rock. Like you walk to the mall, man, the girl will be walking up to you like, ain't you on YouTube? They ain't have to nowhere else. Like they really rock with us out here on a different level.
Okay. Shout out to Purple Pill Richards with the 5 super chat says, y'all two do look like siblings though for sure. Great live stream. Maybe we distant cousins, man. I don't know.
You never know, right?
We both from the South.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's what it is.
Father from Georgia. My father from Columbus, Georgia. And I know you from Georgia. My father from Columbus.
Right, yeah. And my pops people from around that area too. So you never know.
There you go. Never know.
All right, so somebody mentioned something about protests out there. Like, how's the politics on the ground? Is there a lot of protests? A lot of, I heard it was like some type of, dangerous activity going on in certain groups out there too.
So what's going on pretty much with the Gen Z? The cost of living is going up for the locals. For us, it's like cheap, and in Kenya, they don't the locals. They don't get paid well. Like you can be a lawyer, a doctor out here, and you don't get paid well. But the cost of living is going up. Like compared to South Africa, like the cost of living is really cheap, and if they get a job in South Africa, they really paying them. They get paid a lot more money. So I hear they don't really pay. They really don't pay the locals, and so Nairobi has turned to a lit city. So everybody want to be lit. Everybody want to go to the club and party. And a lot of dudes, like a lot of people feel like they like falling behind. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that was. But the protest was only in one area mainly. So even though I was here during it, I never seen it. You have to really go to the CBD area to see it. But like if you're in the Westlands and Kilimani, you really don't see it. So since I've been here, I've been watching on the news just like y'all. Like, but I haven't seen anything since I've been here because it's been mainly in one area, the CBD area. And the CBD area is just like Medellin. You're not really going to the CBD. It's like busy because yes, it looks like New York. All people walk in different directions. I rarely go to the CBD out here, so I watch it on the news just like everybody else. I haven't seen it, but it is going on. It's just a young generation trying to fight for more money and stuff and just a better life because Nairobi has turned to a lit city. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of club jumping. The locals like club hop, not even like on tourist stuff. The locals be hitting 5 clubs in one night. So it's a really party scene. Everybody's partying. Everybody like to drink, have a real good time. So the young generation sees the internet too, and they want their piece of the pie. That's all it is. But it's all good. It's all good. I didn't have a problem since I've been here.
Okay, Big Mike says you're going to experience culture shock. How Kenyan women are feminine. Are they pretty feminine out there?
Yeah, and it's gonna blow your mind because like they can hold a conversation with you. They got a sense of humor. They remind you of somebody you know back in the U.S. And then they hit you with the feminine stuff too, and cook for you.
Yeah, how's the food? How's the food out there?
Kenyan food is all right.
I'm telling cats about this food.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. But you
from the South. I mean, you from Texas. They got all right food compared to Georgia.
No. I'm from South Carolina. I lived in Texas. I'm from South Carolina.
Okay. I mean, y'all got good food up there. So they
but I'm here. It's all right. It's all right.
Oh, it's all right for black folk. That ain't good, man. It's all right for black people. No. But
Nairobi is a regular city, so you can find anything you want.
Okay, but as far as cooking, we gotta kind of slide in the kitchen every now and then with the
but another thing about Kenya, they're open-minded. So you give her that recipe book and tell her what you like, and she'll be cooking it for you. You know what I'm saying? They open-minded. You get you a girl out here, but they like to cook, she'll cook it for you. You know what I'm saying? You teach her how you want it, and she'll be on it.
You know it's crazy, man, because I'm trying to figure out like why just outside of Jamaica and the DR pretty good food too. They just do a lot of rice on everything. But I just feel like down south got the best food in the world, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
I miss, when I ain't talking about no damn restaurants, I'm talking about just home cooking. Georgia,
macaroni and cheese,
Texas, Louisiana got the best food in the world, possibly.
I can agree with that. I agree with that. So I can definitely agree with that. In Africa, I say who got the best food I had so far is probably Tanzania and South Africa. Honestly, the best food in Africa. But you're right, the South ain't nobody messing with us food wise.
Right. I had a big debate in the Passportbros group about that. I was like, listen, Thai food ain't no joke. Thai food is really, really good.
I never been to Thailand. Never been to Thailand yet. I never been to Thailand.
You're gonna go crazy in Thailand, bro. You're gonna go.
I'm gonna go 1 year. I'm gonna go 1 year.
You go crazy. You're gonna go crazy in Thailand. But but outside of food, man, what's like the average? Well, not matter of fact, what's the minimum budget you think a bro can survive in Kenya on like just a nice neighborhood? What would be his minimum budget? Go out a couple times out the month, 1-bedroom apartment. May even have like a little casual girlfriend or so. Like, what's the minimum budget you think that he can kind of survive out there?
I think you do for 2,000-3,000 a month, 2,000, 3,000 a month. You can do it.
Okay.
Because things get real cheap when you cooking at home. That'll save you a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? You cooking at home, you can get everything you want for like $10. You know what I'm saying? Cook at home every day if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Go out, but you can grocery shop and have food at home. And going out is cheap places to go, is upscale places, and so about 2,000-3,000 a month. And the thing I like about Kenya too is people go out here. It reminds me like a college a little bit. People in general, they go out to drink and have a real good time. They still got dance floors out here. It's like clubs that pack. Everybody's dancing all night long. Like people go out to drink. Like it's not like that's the reason why I like here more in South Africa. Even though I love South Africa too. In South Africa, they got more of the bottle popping culture out there. Even though our money is worth more in South Africa, like they really be popping bottles a lot. Even though they do it here too, but not as much. But they have like straight clubs, like how it was in Atlanta in the old days, like a dance floor. Everybody's dancing, having a real good time all night. So yeah, man. So I think so I probably like 2,000, 3,000. You'll be all right if you chilling.
Okay. And as far as like traditional relationships out there in Kenya, I know it's different culture. You have, you're in a relationship. Is it mandatory for guys to have to pay some form of a dowry to the family to marry these women, or is still like what you want to do?
I guess it depends. I think Nairobi, like I said, like Nairobi because it's well rounded in Nairobi. In Nairobi, you can find anything. So you can get your dowry if you get a more traditional chick from the village or a chick like that. But when you get in Nairobi, more like the regular city girls with jobs and stuff, you might not have to do it. So it just depends on the chick. It's like Nairobi is real well rounded. So you can find that village traditional chick where you probably won't have to pay that. And some girls, like most girls, gonna have to pay it. But there's some chicks you probably won't have to either. So it just depends on the family and like what kind of chick she is. Because Nairobi is like a regular like for them here is like the village is so like going to the country for us. When they go to the village, it's more the traditional stuff. You come to the city, some of them still hold it, but some of them lose it too. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on the kind of girl you get. So it's like Nairobi is kind of one place where you can find almost anything. Those chicks, the traditional chicks, and the modern chicks a little bit too. So it just depends.
Okay, so let's say on brother dating a traditional chick over there. What type of cost would, in your opinion, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this, would I have to pay for a dowry? Is it like a couple thousand? Is it some cows, a car? Like what would I have to kind of come up with?
To be honest, I haven't got to that point yet. But from talking to people, it just depends family to family, like what kind of family, like how big how like wealthy her family is. Who's like it depends like how wealthy her family is, or it depends if she's a virgin or something. It just depends on how the dynamics and what you agree to with the family. Because with the family, you can go back and forth and talk to them. So it's not. I don't think it's just like a one price fits all thing. You just talk to the family and y'all go back and forth and y'all work it out and see what's best. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much it's not like a one price for everybody, but maybe a few thousand, a few cows, whatever. But it's not like a certain price. It just depends on the family. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much.
Okay. And we almost got 200 in the room. Guys, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. I want to definitely thank my man GMT Travels for coming on the panel.
Yeah, tell me, gotta follow me too. GMT Travels on YouTube. Hey.
Yeah, I see. You got some subs now. How many subs you at now?
I mean, I got like 5,400 now. But the funny thing is, I usually work half the year and travel half the year. So all my action I get all my subs, everything within like a small 2-3 month period.
Okay.
When I'm really active. So I try to go hard that little 3-4 months I'm going active traveling.
Okay, and I'm gonna post your channel in the chat, guys. Make sure to go sub to my man GMT Travels. As a matter of fact, you had a video that I was checking out a while ago. And
Play it. What's up?
I love this setup right here. You got it was like an interview right here.
Oh yeah, that's my girlfriend. Yes, my girlfriend. Yeah.
Okay. So Kenyan woman tells her experience dating an African American man and not what to expect.
I know so many people wonder how it feels like dating a Black American. So dating a Black American, you have to be in your feminine energy to be able to deal with this lion.
Hold on. What she say? Yeah. She got to deal with the lion.
Talk about me, yeah. I don't fuck around. Yeah.
Oh, she meant like a lion animal, not lion.
Like a lion. Like yeah, you got to deal with the lion. Yeah, talking about me. Call me a lion.
Okay. And this is like the average complexion of some of the Kenyan women, or are they darker, or is this like a lighter skin of most Kenyan?
In Nairobi like I say, Nairobi is well rounded. You can find whatever you want. They got dark skin, light skin, brown skin, slim. So yeah, we call her she's a cappuccino. You know what I'm saying? But but there's a lot of light skin girls here too. A lot of dark skin, a lot in between. You can find anything here. But I think as far as in Africa, you're gonna see the most light skinned chicks probably in South Africa, in Tanzania. But going back to Nairobi, I like Nairobi because it's well rounded. You can find anything you want here if you look hard enough.
Nice. Shout out my man Purple Pure Riches again for the super chat. $5 super chat says, GMT, what's your perspective on Nakuru and Kisumu compared to Nairobi? I don't know.
Bro, I can't even lie to you. Hey, bro, I can't lie to you. I never even been there yet. I need to check it out. I only been in Nairobi, Mombasa, and Diani. So yeah.
Okay. We got who Ola says chat says, y'all boys stop playing and hit up Nairobi. Nairobi might be the spot in 2024, man.
Hey, Austin ain't lying, bro. Austin ain't, you know what I'm saying? He ain't talking all that. He ain't talking all that noise for no reason. But he definitely get a lot of love out here, though. Cause we party a lot when he out here. He definitely get a lot of love off YouTube. He get a lot of love. The most, I hang with a lot of people. We all run the same service and stuff. But me personally, I never seen a YouTuber get that much love off YouTube in any country I've been to. Like they treat him like a celebrity in the club.
Okay, nice. Let me play a little bit more of this video real quick.
Video feminine energy.
Yeah.
We don't argue. Like he doesn't argue. Sometimes I annoy him because I want to see if he will join the drama. But at the end of the day, he ends up being the audience. And that hurts my ego.
Hurts your ego?
Mm-hmm.
You can almost feel the feminine energy, man. She's very feminine.
Yeah. And the thing about it too, what I really enjoy about it too is they're relatable too because they're smart. They can hold a conversation with you. If she was in the US, it would be a totally different story. But like they remind you what you know, but then they'll cook for you, wash your clothes, what you want, how you want me to cook it, what you want me to do. They team you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a totally different experience. So it's something you're familiar with, but then you get the other side. Oh snap! Like one of the reasons I fell in love with Kenya, especially the women, they remind me of I went to South Carolina State University. They remind me of like my college homegirls. Like that's the general personality in Kenya. Like they funny, they drink, and I just enjoy being around them in general. They just got that personality. You know what I'm saying? But then so it reminds you what you used to, but then they'll turn around and be like, you want me to cook for you? You want this, that? And like, oh, snap. So it's different. You know what I'm saying? So something you're familiar with, but then it's like, oh, snap, you'll cook for me too? Because if you just talk to them, if you met a Kenyan chick in America, you wouldn't think they are the way they are because they remind you so much of American chicks, just off personality, just if you didn't really know, if you don't hear the accent, it was just like talking to them. But they have way more tradition. It's the best of both worlds. So, but think about Kenya, Nairobi is well rounded. You go to some chicks are more traditional. You get the club girls that are less traditional. So you can find anything here. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying? So there's some girls here in that fast life too, you know, so it just depends. But the reason I love Nairobi is just it's so well rounded. You can find anything you want.
Okay. Shout out to my man, the Travel Lover, the $99 super chat. The Travel Lover, that's a dope little name. Is she older than him? What do you rate her looks? I guess that's a question for you. You know, guys can ask crazy questions, man. I don't know if you want to answer that.
Oh no, nah, she's not older than me, nah.
Okay.
They always, I don't know what it's about Africa, bro. They always gotta find the wrong in Africa for some reason, bro. I don't know why, bro.
Yeah, I can clearly tell she's younger than you, but you know.
Yeah.
He said, what do you rate her looks out there? I guess on the scale of out there from 1 to 10. I don't know. Okay.
Can you I give her she go 9?
Okay.
8?
Okay.
Yeah. But see, but thing what I keep saying is some places have a look like in Uganda. When I was in Uganda, it's a look in Uganda. Ethiopia, it's a look. Nairobi is not like that. Like places like Nairobi and Johannesburg are real cities. They're diverse. It's not a look. You can find anything you want. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta find it.
Okay. And you did an interview called Dating in Africa. What's one of like the biggest differences when you start moving and shaking as far as like just dating? Is there some suggestions you can give, or like what's the biggest differences?
Biggest differences, but Africa, I would say the thing that I like the most about it is different lanes, and you can get. It's not just. I feel like in some countries, well, Colombia, when I was like some countries, just either a pro or a real non-pro. That's just like you got to be a hardcore girlfriend. I like here because you got more of the in between chicks. You can get you that home girl that you look out for, and she still stay with you for a few days, and y'all kick it, but y'all still friends. It's like, or some dudes who just want to go on dates. It's just something for everybody. It's more well rounded. You know what I'm saying? I recommend Africa. You pipeline a lot before you come here, just so you won't. You know what I'm saying? So you'll be all right before you hit the club or whatever. Because it's not like these most Africans, except for Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, on the weekend, most of these countries not set up like a Cartagena or Sasua, like a one script you just go to everything. So it's not set up like that. It's a regular city, so you have to know where to go at. And sometimes, like people like us, we got time. If you ever come here, you're gonna come for a few months, so you're gonna have time to figure it out for yourself. But people come for a week. I just recommend you pipeline and be honest. And you don't have to lie to chicks out here. Because I just heard one story that I didn't like. I heard about some dude lied to a virgin and smashed her. They said he'll marry her. And then he left and blocked her and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. I don't like when dudes do stuff like that. So I hear you don't have to lie to chicks and like you just tell them what it is. They're gonna say yes or no. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to like lie to chicks. Just tell them what it is and go with the flow. And it's something for everybody.
Okay. Shout out my man Big Boss Real Talk once again with a $2 super chat. Says basically treat you good like a German chick.
Pretty much.
Nice. Well, bros, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this interview on up. I definitely want to thank my man Gooch for coming on and giving us some good information, some solid information about Kenya. Kenya has been kind of on the travel list as of late. A lot of guys talking more about Kenya, from the Cartagenas and the Medellins, the Thailands. That's like the main places a lot of guys go in, of course, Rio. But Kenya might be the new move, man. Like I said, Austin kind of vouched for it. I got my man Gooch here vouching for it. So in 2024, Passport Bros, man, we're going to be pulling up in Kenya. Even though they got a challenge called Keep Africa Passport Bros Free, we're going to pull up any goddamn way, all right?
That's all good. Hey, don't be lying, bro. Just keep it real and keep our reputation good. You know what I'm saying? And you don't got to lie out here. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just come as you are. They're gonna rock with you out here regardless.
Like you ain't got to be a dirtbag like dudes be in the States, right?
You don't have to do that. You don't got to do all that. You don't got to lie to chicks. You don't got to sell no dreams. Just say what it is, and you'll be good out here. Trust me.
Nice. Well, great show, guys. We out, man. Peace. Right.
Passport Bros, your ultimate travel companion. Download the app for free and embark on a journey where your adventures not only become unforgettable memories, but also opportunities to earn. With Passport Bros, your travel content is more than just photos and videos. It's your ticket to a fully monetizable network of like-minded adventurers. Imagine making money from your travel stories. Post videos, share your experiences, and let the world be a part of your journey. But that's not all. Connect with travelers from around the globe, join co-ed groups, and make lasting friendships, perhaps even with foreign women who share your passion for exploration. And here's the best part. Store your earnings securely in your Passport Bros wallet. No hassle, no worries. Just seamless transactions wherever your travels take you. Looking for the best local experiences? Passport Bros has got you covered. Get personalized recommendations for tour guides, rentals, and the hottest clubs in town. Did we mention the app is absolutely free to download? That's right. Your passport to a world of adventure is just a click away. And here's the cherry on top. With Passport Bros, you can make money while exploring new places. Turn your passion for travel into a source of income, right from your mobile device. So what are you waiting for? Download Passport Bros now, share your journey, connect with fellow explorers, and let the adventure begin.
Download now on the App Store and Google Play.